Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Indie Scene here on IndieRockRadio.ca. We got some great music headed your way tonight. Some new music from Undamaged Destiny, Black Fate, Better Days, and of course, some new music from Shauna Viagra. Stick around, folks. Got some great music on the way for you. Was it me? Yeah. Come on. Hey there, good evening, folks, and welcome once again to another episode of Indie Scene here on IndieRockRadio.ca. For over 30 years now, we've been hitting the airwaves, bringing you the best of the independent music circuit, and we are going to do the same thing here tonight, like each and every Sunday night we do this. Great music on our way. Lots of brand new music been thrown in this week. We're going to let you know how you can get on the show and have your chance to get your music played on the station. All you need to do is stick around, hang around. We are going to be here all the way up until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to give our friends from Indie Network Radio a great thank you for the show here tonight. Some really great artists. If you're interested in getting on that show, folks, all you need to do is just simply send them an email at Indie at their website. Just go to their website, which is www.indienetworkradio.com, and you can get your music on there if you're from another genre of music. Of course, here we focus more on rock on the station, but we wanted to give you something, a little taste of every type of music, because indie is indie as far as we're concerned here on the show. We're going to start things off this week with a little band out of Australia, the Bucket Boys. And here we go, folks. Here's a little bit of teenage sex dream for you here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Mm. What the hell? Good evening, everybody out there in social media land. If you are tuned in right now, you are tuned to the backstage scenes of Indie Scene. If you want to communicate with us, have any comments on the show whatsoever, let us know. Just send us a line over here on your comment section. We are live on YouTube and Facebook right now. If you want to listen into the music and stuff and the live show, folks, you just need to go to the website over here, www.indierockradio.ca. No. Like I said, folks, if you just popped in, this is pretty much just the communication section for our social media accounts. If you want to listen to the live show and all the brand new music here on Indie Scene, all you have to do is simply go to our website, as marked below, www.indierockradio.ca. Click on the player, and you will be live. Leave us a comment. Let us know where you're listening in from also. Don't be shy. Solution. Hey, Jackie Blue. Revolution. Gotta love the ending on that one. There we go, folks. Group called Jeff and a song called Are You Hip to the Revolution? You are tuned to Indie Scene here on IndieRockRadio.ca. It's Bling sitting in the studio playing you the best of the independent music circuit from here in Montreal and all around the world. Got some great brand new music coming in tonight, all the way from the UK. And of course, one of our smash hits coming out of Norway from One and a Half Dog. We'll be playing that for you just a little bit later. But right now, oh yeah, there we go. Just before that, we had Just Jillian and one of our favorite tracks, and What Day Is It? Just before that, we had geez, I gotta get my glasses fixed. I'm telling you, this is crazy trying to read the screen. Patankio, man, I wish people would name their bands a little easier. Patankio Rose, which is all the way out of Italy, and a song called The Revenge. Bucket Boys, all the way out of Australia, and a song called Teenage Sex Dream to start everything off from the top. Right now, we're going to continue on with some more great music. We're going to swing you all the way down to the U.S., down to the West Coast, all the way to L.A., and play you an amazing little band called The Chimps here on IndieRockRadio.ca. It's The Chimps and Not Enough for You here on Indie Scene. Just wanted to make note, folks, all the music that's played here on the show tonight is all copywritten, and we have reserved all rights to everything that is played here on the show. If you're trying to figure what that's all about, go ask Facebook and YouTube. I hope you're all having a good time here tonight. If you're interested in listening to the live music, which I can hear through the headphones and everything, but you not be able to hear here on YouTube and Facebook, you simply got to go to the website and tune on to the player. It's www.indierockradio.ca. I'm Bling. I've been doing this gig for over 30 years now, bringing you the best of the independent music circuit on the show. Usually we have a lot of live interviews and some great shows and things like that. But as you know, COVID-19 has pretty much changed a lot of things in the music industry. So what we do for now is just pretty much play the best stuff that we see coming in on the circuit. And we will get back shortly to the interviews and stuff like that. In fact, we're looking at doing a new series, which is going to be called The Producer. So we're going to be bringing in some pretty heavy top producers and interviewing them and finding out a little bit more of technology and what it's all about from yonder years back to what we're going through now. Okay, let's check the board there. Parita, hello. Nice to see you on the show. I hope you're enjoying everything. And no, I don't have my Timmy's. I'm making a pot of coffee there, Jackie Blue. So I didn't have time to run out to Tim's. So let's get back to it here and see if we can select some more great music. If you just tuned into the show, make sure you stop on by our comments page and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about the show. You got to stop on in and check it out. We're going to be giving away the information in a bit on how to get on to the station, how to get your music played here. But for now, we're going to continue on here. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just to let people know out there, we are not a podcast at all. In fact, we are a full-fledged radio station running 24/7. You can catch us at www.indierockradio.ca. Man, I'm having a stumble tonight there with my mouth. Usually I just can't shut up. So give me a sec, folks. Going to grab a cup of mud, and we'll be back with you in a second. Let's go. Anyways, folks, I just wanted to let you know it's a simple concept. It's not too hard to figure out. There's podcasts and there's radio stations. We are a radio station. If you want to tune in, this is not the place. This is just a way to communicate with me backstage. You need to go to our website at www.indierockradio.ca. And it's as simple as that. Get to hear the music. We are Indie Scene. If you're in the show or on the station altogether, I'm going to send you that information in just the next break coming up. You can catch Indie Scene each and every Sunday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got all kinds of indie shows on this station, folks. Wonderful shows I want you to check out. And yes, we even have Prague. And we have had it for quite a long time. If you have stopped in for the first time, let us know where you're from. What part of the world? Leave us a comment on our comment section. Let us know what you think of the show. Tune in. It ain't Tim's, but it works. There we go, folks. A little bit of Vaccine 7 and I Don't Want to Lose It All, Rubberface, here on IndieRockRadio.ca. You're tuned to Indie Scene with Bling. Just before that, we had Jamie Porter Band with Where We Belong. The Chimps starting everything off with Not Enough at the top of everything. The Chimps are really doing well. They've got a brand new album coming out there soon, working with one of the producers who will be on our show. Big secret coming up on that one. I don't want to mention names because I have not been in contact or anything yet, but I do know Steve Thompson is one of the people that we're looking at to have start off this whole producers section. And it's going to be basically a Facebook Live event. And we are going to get Mr. Steve Thompson onto the show and have you pick his brain about producing records and so on. So if you're an indie band and you're listening in, it's a show not to be missed. So all you got to do is stay tuned. Go to our Facebook page at /IndieRockRadio.ca, and we will post up exactly when that show will appear. And I'd love to have you guys come in and join the show and get to meet Mr. Steve Thompson. Now, if you don't know who Steve Thompson is, you have fallen off of a rock. He is probably one of the top producers in the United States. He's worked with just about every single person you can think of. He has got over, I think, 6 or 8 Grammy Awards. Okay. He's worked with everybody from Whitney Houston to Mick Jagger and David Bowie, Dancing in the Streets. Yes, he produced that. Worked with John Lennon, one of the last albums that John Lennon did just before he died or whatever, Double Fantasy. He was one of the guys they called in to do the final mix on that project. He's also worked with amazing Slipknot, all types of different genres of bands. But his big claim to fame, where he started off everything, was with Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. So if you know that album, pretty much every song on that album was gold. This is the man himself. He's worked with LA Guns. He's worked with who else, man? The whole list goes on. Is basically what they say in the music industry is that who hasn't he worked with? So if you're interested in finding out, you're recording a new album, you want to find out some new technologies, or you want to have questions or whatever, because you want to put out one of the best, sickest albums out there, I suggest you tune into that show. It's a indie scene special called The Producers, and that will be coming up possibly next Saturday is the date I'm looking at. So sit back, folks. Get ready for that one, because that is going to be one wild show. So tune in to that one. We've got great music tonight's show. Brand new music coming up just after 9 o'clock. We're going to continue on with the music here, but we want to get right to it. We have got a band all the way in from Norway that has been having some huge success over here when it comes to requests. The band is called 1.5 Dog, and here is the track that is just making everybody nuts. It's called Fire in a Hole, and it's here on IndieRockRadio.ca. You're tuned to Indie Scene. If you want to hear the song, folks, you got to tune into the website, www.indierockradio.ca. I'm telling you, folks, if I was watching in on this video feed right now, I'd be bored out of my freaking tree. But let me tell you something. What you are missing is simple to get to. It's www.indierockradio.ca. Without the music, man, this, that's what it's all about anyhow. So I suggest you tune in. It's not too hard. I don't know. It seems I got to get some sort of fancy background over here or something that people will love. Maybe my background is just too boring for you. Anyways, folks, we are a brand new station. Started last year in November. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. So we are looking at a new location possibly this year to put the station. We are growing. And we do have some positions available for anybody who's interested in getting into the radio business. We have positions in sales. And also, we're looking for new shows on the air. So if you have something that you're doing that you think would be suiting for indierockradio.ca, all you got to do is just simply send us all your information, your show, give us a demo of what you're doing, an idea, all description stuff, and send it to us at admin@indierockradio.ca. Admin@indierockradio.ca. Now, as for the music, we're going to give you all that information coming up. A lot of people seem to get it wrong all the time and keep sending all the music. Do not send it to me through the website. Do not send it to me through. Do not send it to me through the email address admin@indierockradio.ca. It's not the way to send your music. It's a totally different department in the station. So hey, what's happening there, Lee? Good to see you tuning into the show. I hope you're enjoying everything, man. Tune in. You know where to go. Boom, 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 boom. Joy, joy. Do, 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 do. Joy, 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 joy. I want to say a big hello to people tuned in here tonight from different Facebook pages. The West Island community is a big, huge supporter of our station over here. Also, Ottawa, Montreal Jam booking section. Thing. Hello to you guys. Canadian classic rock. Hey, great seeing you guys too. If you're into classic rock, this is the station to tune into. We play some great classic rock throughout the week, mixed along with our indies, of course, here. I'm impressed with the band that's presently playing right now. They're called Centre Excuse. And the song is called Joy, Joy, Joy. It's like old Depeche Mode or something, man. Just love it. It's great to see the 80s coming back a bit. Joy, joy. So, folks, it's very easy, very simple. The instructions are as follow. If you just hopped into the show, all you have to do is go to our website at www.indierockradio.ca, and you'll have the live feed in the background, the music and everything. And we put that together with this, the Facebook feed and a YouTube feed, and you've got yourself one kick-ass fucking show. So sit back, folks. You got to do it. You got to go log into the station, get on the player, like many others have done right now. And I'm telling you, you are going to have the time of your lives. Great music here on the show. We've been playing it for over 30 years, supporting independent music artists from around the world. And I wouldn't do anything else in my radio career. I just freaking love this. There's a whole meaning behind it. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Working in mainstream radio, you are like a robot. You are told what to play. The record labels, they control everything. You're told what to say from the moment you get in there. There's no creativity whatsoever involved in the show, except if you got some snappy, catchy phrases or whatever, and you try to be an entertaining DJ or whatever. It's, you know what? It's not about the ego of the DJ. It really is always about the music, and indie scene is what it's all about. In fact, we do this for a reason. It's because, you know what? These bands are great. They're not getting airplay on mainstream radio. Mainstream radio thinks they are the center of everything because they are radio, radio airwaves and so on. But this is a whole new wave right here. And I'm a guy who's been in this game for over 30 years, and I would do nothing more than just sit here and start the station and create a huge energy for you folks and let you know that there is a choice. There's a great choice of music out there, and we're going to try and bring as much as we possibly can to you here on the station. So this is part of it right here. This is where it all started 30 years ago. This show was once a half an hour little show, and even back then we were doing big time interviews with bands like Moist, Kim Mitchell, Jeff Healey, just pulling out the airways, bringing in some mainstream artists or whatever to talk about what it was like to struggle to become what they call famous or whatever. But you know what? Every time you interview these people, the one thing that you realize from every artist is it's not about the fame and the fortune or whatever. That is just, it's kind of like, oh, sure, I like living, so I have to have a job type of thing, So you need something to pay what you're doing, but it's not about the fame and the fortune and the glory. It's about having people love your music, you doing what you love to do, and have people love and appreciate what you do. So that's all I got to say about that. There we go, folks. Great track by Thieves of Liberty and a song called AWOL here on IndieRockRadio.ca. You're tuned to Indie Scene with Bling here. You can catch me each and every Sunday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, following the other show that we have on just before this, which appeals to all genres of music, which is called Indie Network Radio. If you haven't checked that out, folks, it's 2 hours of some great music. And we're talking not just rock. I mean, we are a rock station, but who the hell else does that? Plays music that you don't play on a rock station. With that show, it is everything. There is tonight I was listening to some old big band sounds type of thing, and hip hop, dance music, country music, you name it whatsoever. It's on Indie Network Radio. Okay, and you got to check out the show each and every Sunday night, just before Indie Scene here at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I got more shows to tell you about, too. If it's the first time you tune into the network over here, we are IndieRockRadio.ca, and we're trying to make a difference out there in the radio business, doing something that nobody else has been doing. And we are the bad boys of rock, let me tell you. So sit back and enjoy. Anyways, wanted to mention some cool things. I was talking earlier on Facebook about this, and I wanted to mention it here on the air. We have got a new series coming up. It's a little extension of Indie Scene, which is only going to be heard on our social media pages, YouTube and Facebook. Coming up possibly next Saturday, we're going to start this thing off. It's a series called The Producers, and we have decided to select some top name producers out there who have been behind some great historical music. Our first guest is going to be Mr. Steve Thompson, who's been a guest on the show before in the past. If you don't know who Steve Thompson is, he is just incredible. This is the man behind Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, Metallica, Justice for All. He's worked with LA Guns. He's worked with you name it, man. The names are just not hitting me, but he's also worked in the. There's nobody he hasn't worked with. Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, and we're talking about all the songs that you listen to normally on mainstream radio stations. You know, they've played them over the years. You know, like Pink Cadillac or whatever. Whitney Houston, he's got a Grammy Award from that song. I Want to Dance with Somebody. David Bowie and Mick Jagger, Dancing in the Streets. Remember that song? He was behind that. John Lennon. Their final album, John Lennon's final album, Double Fantasy, he was brought in at the end to put together the rest of the album, to mix everything and put together and finish off the album. So he has got a lot of history behind him. This man, his mentor is Clive Davis himself, and is very, very good friends, and they have been friends for many years. Out of New York City, Steve Thompson. If you don't know who he is, you've been living under a rock. He is the bomb when it comes to producing. So you got to tune into that show, folks. We're going to be posting it on our Facebook when the show is going to take place and everything. I'm going to be posting all that stuff up. And get ready. It is going to be a live feed. So if you want to get in there and ask Steve some questions, you got some, you're going into the productions phase or whatever with your band and you want to put out a really great album and stuff, this is the guy's brain you need to pick. So sit back, folks. Get ready for the producer series. Another couple of announcements I wanted to make is that Jackie Blue is going to be returning to the airwaves on October 3rd at high noon. She's going to be coming back with a whole brand new show. And so stay tuned to that. Also, Prog Talk will be returning in the next couple of weeks. I've been in touch with Kirk, and he is gunning up and raring to go on some really new production of the show. If you didn't catch it before and see how amazing that show is, imagine what it's going to be like now. So check that out, folks. Prog Talk coming back. It might be changing its time slot too. It might be Sunday night still or whatever. If I'm willing to give up my little section here, we could probably pull it off. Anyways, great shows. Also, might as well just mention them. Michael Tiffany, Midnight Madness at 9 p.m. on Fridays. That's 4 hours of metal and indie artists. And then we have all the way from the UK, Manchester, England. We have got the man himself, Hellick, and a show called Autopsy Report. And if you're ready to be dissected, that is the show to tune into. So that's 6 hours of metal every Friday night. It's Molten Metal Fridays, let me tell you. And get ready, folks. We have got more great shows coming your way. So you got to stick around. You got to listen in. We're going to be coming up with some giveaways and stuff too. So get ready for that. But you're going to have to listen in to win that stuff, or else you'll never know how to win. Right? So get ready, folks. We have got some heavy stuff coming up. Our birthday's coming up in November also, and really looking forward to getting this thing rocking and rolling. We're growing. We're just a pup right now, but there's a lot of ideas and things that I want to have going on over here. And get ready, folks. Indie Rock Radio is going to take over the internet worldwide. You're going to know who we are in a few years from now. So sit back, get ready. Here's a little bit of Laser Eye for you in a song called Truthing here on IndieRockRadio.ca. We'll be right back in a second, folks. We are back. Even a DJ needs a little bit of a break. Coming up on some new music, so stick around. A new music file. Here we go. Good evening, folks. If you just tuned into our little live feed here, we are IndieRockRadio.ca. My name is Bling, and this is a show that's been running for about 30 years now, since 1990. And we boast that we are one of the longest running indie radio shows out there. There's a lot of great shows also, and we try to bring as best as we can to you over here, bring you to a higher level of indie music here on the station. So in order for you to tune in, all you got to do is just simply go to our website at www.indierockradio.ca. I'm going to be around here till about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's now 9:09 in the studio. Got some brand new music coming up for you from all around the world. We accept submissions. So I just wanted to let you know, as I'm going to let people know on air in a couple of minutes, if you're interested in getting your music on air, it's a simple procedure. All you have to do is send us an email at the following address. It's music@indierockradio.ca. All you have to do is send us an email along with your MP3s. We do not accept waveform submissions. No third-party stuff such as Spotify or GarageBand or anything like that. We want your music direct on MP3 along with your PK. Let us know where you're from, what your band's all about, and so on. We are accepting all publicists also who are interested in getting their artists played on the station. We get tons and tons of submissions every week, and we are a little bit more pickier than most people. We won't just play anything here on the air. It has to be of sufficient level. It's got to be a good recording quality. It's got to have something special, and that's what's been the success of this show. I mean, I come on here each and every Sunday night, and I tell you, I bring you the best of the independent music circuit. So as far as I'm concerned, anything that comes on here has got to be the best. So if you feel you got what it takes to be on IndieRockRadio.ca, and I'm not pumping up a big ego over here and so on, I love all indie artists, but sometimes people just release stuff too early. And with my heart of hearts, I'm telling you that I will not put an artist on here if they're not ready, because I want to make sure that when they give it, and they find success with their music. I don't want them to be forgotten, and I don't want them to be left behind. So if you're going to submit something to me, make sure you know that it's got something special. It's got some good production behind it. Producers and stuff like that is always a great idea. Listen, this is an amazing circuit of indie artists, and we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance here on the station. So send it to us, music@indierockradio.ca. I'm going to leave it up there for a little bit so you know. Okay, and if you're interested in tuning in and hearing the music, you just simply got to go to the station to do so. There we go, folks. A little bit of North of Never and a song called The Great Divide. Just before that, we had Brunswick Blues Band, geez, say that three times fast. The Brunswick Blues Band and a song called Lonely as Can Be. Just before that, a band out of, I think, the UK or something. They're called Laser Eye, a song called Truthing. Thieves of Liberty, AWOL. And of course, starting everything off was a little bit of Santra Excuse. And oh, no, sorry. Starting everything off was not them. Santra Excuse, Joy, Joy, Joy. And starting everything off was one of our most requested songs right now on the station, a group all the way out of Norway called One and a Half Dog. You got to check them out, man. They are the up and rising thing coming right now, as much as Celestial Ruin is out of Vancouver. So their song is called Fire in a Hole, and it is just one of the most requested songs on the station right now. We're going to start off right now with some more great new music for you here on the station. So this is all brand new submissions that made it to the show coming in. I wanted to mention to you, if you are tuned in here for the first time, this is how you get your music in to the show. All you have to do is just simply submit your music to music@indierockradio.ca. It goes directly to our music director, music@indierockradio.ca. You got to send your music directly with MP3s, no Spotify accounts, no GarageBand, stuff like that. We are not going to take the time to go and log in and sign up and stuff like that. You want your music played, you have to send it to us directly, MP3 only, and along with your bio and so on. All publicists are welcome also. The genre is rock over here if you're interested in another genre of music, and there is other ways to go about that. You just need to simply send us an email and explain what type of music you have, and we'll send you to the right direction to get you on air over here on the show. So right now we're going to start off with a band here called Changing Times, and this is a song called Stand Up here on indierockradio.ca. Hello, folks. If you just tuned in for the first time, this is IndieRockRadio.ca, and this is a show called Indie Scene, where we bring you the best of the independent music circuit from here and around the world. In order to tune into the show, you have to go to the website IndieRockRadio.ca, click on Listen Live, and it will bring you right to the player, and you can hear all the great brand new music here on the show. If you're interested in submitting your music to the show, all you have to do is simply go to our email address over here at music@indierockradio.ca. Send us your MP3s along with your bio, and we will review that and give you a shot at getting on Indie Rock Radio. We are a 24/7 radio station and broadcast from all over the world. And if you haven't figured it out yet, what we are and we boast to be is a solution. If you're tired of listening to homogenized local radio stations that just keep playing the same stuff over and over and over again, and you miss some of the old classic rock hits, you know that feeling you get when they play your song, that jump that you get inside your body when you go, oh my God, yeah, I haven't heard that track in a long time. That's really good. We do that as constant as possible here. We play you not just classic rock, but we play you some stuff that you have not heard in eons. Um, you know, all kudos going out to all those other radio stations, but ass clowns, every last one. We are the bad boys of rock over here. So, anyways, our majority of what we support here, though, is independent music, and boy, we have got it going constantly. So, just as much classic rock as we play just as much independent music artists. They all belong together, as far as I'm concerned, and that's what it's all about here. Right now, we're listening to some brand new music on the show. As each and every week, I go through all my submissions and I pick everybody who makes it onto the show. First thing that happens is they get played on Indie Scene here and are put into rotation on the station after. So if you hear anything here tonight that you really love, you can tune in each and every week to the show, or you can just simply go to the station and you will hear those tracks being played throughout the week. Everything gets played in that sense, as long as you make it there. As I was saying earlier, it does. We don't just select anything or whatever. The music is reviewed, and if we feel that it's kick-ass enough and it's ready enough, we put it up on air. But we will not take submissions that are done, where we feel the artist is, just being half-assed and just not getting it or whatever. You got to be ready. Because when you get out here on the station or whatever, there's a lot of people listening to the show, and it will bring some success to you or whatever, such as it did with one of our artists on the show over here. They're doing really, really well. One and a Half Dog out of Norway made it to #1 most requested song on our station here. So thanks to the artist. Anyways, we are like any other radio station. We are working on getting some free giveaways and stuff, concert tickets and all kinds of stuff. But right now, as you can see, things are quite quiet because of COVID-19. So, it's a little hard to get some of that stuff happening, especially when there's not many concerts happening. Ah, there we go, folks. Brand new music from the Suicide Notes here on IndieRockRadio.ca, and that was a song called "Take a Bullet for Me" here on Indie Scene with Bling. We are playing you the best right now of the independent music circuit, brand new music section of the show. We are going to be with you all the way up until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just before that, we had Trouble Country and a song called "Awake." Changing Times started everything off with stand you, stand you, and North of Never, the Great Divide, starting everything up at the top. Anyways, we have got many music submissions each and every week, and I just wanted to make a quick note on something here. I see so many bands, and they're all trying to come up with some sort of gimmick or something like that to sell themselves, and this is a touchy subject or whatever. So just to let the audience know right now, you're either going to agree with me or going to disagree with me. You need to understand something. I'm a Sagittarian. So Sagittarians, if you know Sagittarians, we speak our mind, whether you like it or not. And this is one of those moments where it's a little bit sketchy, but you know what? I don't give it. I'm old school, man. I just say it like it is. And we all have our own opinions here on Facebook, and everybody says whatever they want. This is my world, and I'll say what has to be done or whatever. So as we're touching on the subject, I just wanted to mention other artists. Okay, I had a submission from this artist or whatever, and the first thing they're selling their gimmick off at was, I see right on there, is like transgender artists. And I'm going, okay, transgender, what does that have to do with anything? As far as I'm concerned, it's about the music. It's about if your music is good enough or not. I don't care if you're transgender, gay, purple, red, yellow, green, whatever it is you do in your life is your own personal business or whatever. But to sell yourself off as a gimmick, what are you selling? The fact that you're a transgender, or are you selling off your music? When you look at great artists like David Bowie was bisexual, but a lot of people didn't know that until later on. Freddie Mercury, even in the early years, nobody knew he was gay. And, so he made everything. Elton John, same thing. All these artists got together, and here is the word of truth. Their music stood out. That's what made them, that's what made them famous. That's what made their name a solid name in every home, every institution, was the fact that they created great, amazing music long before they even mentioned their own personal thing of being gay, bisexual, or whatever. So to sell yourself off as a transgender, well, that's whatever. Now, the reason why, as I was telling you, I'm very picky about the submissions that come on the show. I listen to the track. Okay. Now, out of respect, I'm going to say she, because that's what it is. People like to be called she when they're transgender, but he is a he, and he goes by the name of Shauna Virago. And Shauna Virago, man, good music. Sell yourself on your music, man. Your music is incredible. Okay. And if you're tuned into the station right now, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's not the fact that you're transgender that made you to the show. It's about the fact that your music is damn good. And I you know what? I'm not a racist person. I'm not I'm not, you can call me a homophobe or whatever. I don't really care about labels, what people put on people. I'm just an honest person, and I say that I see nothing. I don't see color in people. I don't see any issues with that. I have my own beliefs, my own whatever, but it shouldn't be selling yourself off at that. You're selling yourself, okay, I'm a trans. No, sell yourself as an artist. You know what I mean? I think you're incredible. I think you got some great music here, and that's why I'm about to play you right now. Here's a track from that artist, and this is called Delinquent Electric. Here on IndieRockRadio.ca. This is Indie Scene with Bling. Hello to all our listeners listening in from the Philippines here tonight, and Australia, the UK, Greece, Scotland. We have got listeners from all over Canada. Hello to you too, and some listeners in all the way down in the United States of America, South America, Central America. Man, it is great to have an audience from all over the world, man. There's nothing more fun and exciting about that. It's a buzz, man. Hey, folks, if you just tuned in, you are tuned to IndieRockRadio.ca. This is Indie Scene, behind the scenes look, our social media page where we communicate with you, the audience. If you have anything, any comments, suggestions whatsoever, or what you think about the show, let us know. Tell us where you're from. Leave us a message here on our comment section here on Facebook and YouTube. I wanted to give a shout out to one of our listeners tuning in tonight who were trying to convert over from Barry Manilow. Excuse me. Anyways, we're trying to convert her over from listening to too much Barry Manilow and make her into a rocker. It's going to take a while before we get her into leather pants, but we will get there. Mama Joy, hello and welcome to the show. Who's tuned in here tonight? There we go, folks. Brand new music from Hellwind Prime and a song called The Gandalf here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Want to give a big shout out to Mama Joy tuning in for the first time here tonight. And she is also being converted over from Barry Manilow as we speak to rock. So yeah, that's it. Anyways, getting back to things over here, we had just before that, we had some brand new music from Frank Pagliagliano, who's all the way from New York State, northern New York State. And of course, we started everything off at the top with our new artist, Shauna Viagro, and a great track called, let me get this straight because I got it right. I got it wrong last time. It's Heaven Sent Delinquent is the name of the song. So check that out, folks. If you hear anything on the show here and you want to keep hearing it or whatever, or if you want to find out how to get their album and so on, you can simply just check out our site, www.indierockradio.ca, where we play the artists constantly. And the more you request them, the more we play them. So that's just the way it works over here on the station. We're going to continue on with some more great music. It is now 9:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the studio. We're going to be with you all the way up until 10 and continuing on here with the music we shall do. You can check us out each and every Sunday night. We are Indie Scene, and you can find us from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after our show, Indie Network Radio. That starts at 6. You can find us all the way up until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday night, playing you the best of the independent music circuit, and that's what we're doing right now. Here's a little bit of Black Fate for you, and a song called Ifaka, something like that. Here we go. If you're interested in getting your music played on air over here, all you got to do is simply send us an email over here at music@indierockradio.ca. Send it to us via MP3 along with your bio, and we'll review it. And this is the first step, getting on Indie Scene over here. Once that happens, pretty much you get a rotation of airplay here on the station 7 days a week. And it's as simple as it gets. Just make sure you send me the best you got, because we are IndieRockRadio.ca, Indie Scene, playing you the best of the independent music circuit. So we want your best. It's about 10 minutes left in the show. If you have any comments whatsoever, you want to hear a certain track or something, let us know. Oh, hey, Joey, listening in from the Philippines. Thank you very much for tuning into the show. I hope you're having a good time. I have a lot of Filipino listeners who are tuned in to the show and the station constantly. Let me know if there is any issues with our player. If you're having problems logging in there, you just simply send me a message. I'll tell you how to get in to the station. It's simple. You go to the website, click on Listen Live. Once that happens, a player is going to pop up. Sometimes it will automatically turn on its own. But if it doesn't, you're going to see a play button on there. You just click the play button, let it rotate, and it will pick up. If it stops and goes back again, do it again. And it's usually just a buffering issue, which is happening there, because it depends on where you are from around the world. Keep in mind, we may be the internet and worldwide or whatever, but everybody has a different type of internet service and so on. So I do find that sometimes in the Philippines, it gets a little bit tougher for people to listen in live. So, anyways, do the best you can. If you need help, I'm here for you. I'm the Blinkster. I'm gonna make you a star, Joey. Get this, man. There you go. We also have Christina Flores tuned into the show, and another one of our friends over here. Cool. So let's get back to it over here, banners. Oh, cool. Never then. All right, folks, we are back here on Indie Scene with Bling. You are reaching the end of the show now. That is all our new music for tonight. That was a track from a band out of the UK who just made it in by a hair or whatever. I really dig this track. It sent me a few tracks or whatever. Very fresh new band, but I think they have some great, amazing potential. And that was a song called Evelyn. here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Just before that, Black Fate and a wonderful track called. Okay, hold on a minute. Geez, I hate that, when you don't have enough space and the name of the track is all like long. Anyways, Black Fate, Halloween Prime, and the Godfrey just before that. We're going to end off the show here tonight with a band out of New York City or whatever, because their music always gets a little bit wacky and crazy over there. And they are called Grapefruit Sound Lab with Amuka. And I just love this song. There's just something about this song that I love. And I just wanted to mention before we play that track for you and end off the show here to make sure you tune in to all our shows here on there. We have got Friday night starting off with our 6 hours of Molten Metal Fridays with the Autopsy Report with Helic. All the way out of the UK. He plays you the best of all new indie metal music. And of course, a mixture of everything else, the Midnight Madness with Mike Tiffany at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check him out on Friday. He'll run all the way up until 1 p.m. a.m. in the morning. Now, keep in mind, if you are out in the Philippines, like I said, we have different people listening in, and good morning to everybody out there in the Philippines. It is now 9:57 a.m. over there, whereas here in Montreal, it is evening time, so it's 9:58 p.m. on Sunday nights, where they are just waking up on Monday morning. So I just got one question to all you people listening in from the Philippines. What's the winning lotto numbers? Mm-hmm. So anyways, like I said, tune into those shows. You've got amazing of course, my show or whatever I host on Time Well Wasted on Saturday nights. You can catch me with classic rock and pick my brain and have a good old time, and just request as many songs as you possibly want on Saturday nights, followed by Sunday nights with indie Network Radio starting at 6 p.m. And then, of course, this show here from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called Indie Scene, and where we've been playing you the best of the independent music circuit from here and around the world for over 30 years. So, hey, tune in next week, and I hope you all had a great time tonight. We're going to end things off, like I said, with this track from Grapefruit Sound Lab, Amuka. And God bless you all. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Keep your distance. Let's get through this. And I want to see you all again sometime soon. Don't have to go home. It's kind of like that bar thing or whatever. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Well, the show's ending, but the station is not. So if you're interested and you love the music you're hearing so far, continue listening. We are a 24/7 radio station broadcasting live all around the world. So till then, take care. God bless you all. And here we go. Love cards for you here and on Indie Scene with Bling. We are IndieRockRadio.ca. Take care, folks, and we'll see you all again next week. Take care.